Are you telling me that you would ignore your mother-in-law when she needs your help?
What did you think? She's no longer my mother-in-law anyway. She's just an old lady to me.
What did you just say? How dare you?
Oh my goodness! My name is Kanai Miyazaki. I currently live with my husband. We used to live with our son, but he graduated college and got a full-time job. He decided to be independent after he got a job. I had a lot of time on my hands ever since our son left our house and since I was a housewife. My husband is going to retire next year, and we're going to have a lot of time on our hands from now on. There was something that I've been concerned about, and that is...
Hey, Connie, why isn't the beer cold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have forgotten to put it in the fridge.
You can't even keep the beer cold. My father would have kicked you out already.
I'm sorry.
When the husband gets out the shower, there should always be ice cold beer in the fridge. Why can't you just get a simple thing done? You're such a shameful wife.
My husband tends to be old-schooled and harsh on me. He's always been like this, and even towards our child.
What the heck is this?
He's like, I'm so sorry.
What's the matter? I heard my husband yelling, so I decided to see what was going on. I found my son with his cheeks swelling red and my husband looking down on our son. Oh, honey, don't tell me that you used violence on our child.
Of course I did. I'm his father.
Just because he's a father doesn't make it okay to use physical violence. Don't you think that's a little ridiculous? You can't hit our son.
Shut up! If you have something to say about me, you might as well leave.
My husband gets out of control when he gets upset. I decided to take my son out for a walk that day. Hey, Tatsuya, can you tell me why your father was so upset?
I got a bad grade for my exam.
How bad were they?
I scored a 63 for my math exam, and that's why he hit me.
Really? That's not such a bad score. I wonder what made him so upset.
He said he wouldn't accept me as his son unless I score more than a 70. I've been scoring more than 70 until now, and this was the first time I scored so low. I showed him my test results and he hit me all of a sudden.
I'm not the type of mother who stressed my child to study hard, but my husband was very strict about it. Tatsuya was still in junior high back then, but my husband wouldn't allow him to eat dinner if he would ever watch any TV shows at home. He never allowed him to enjoy any games or comic books either. Not only that, he only allowed our son to be in either baseball or judo clubs. I didn't mind if he wanted to play soccer or basketball, but...
Those shallow sports can't even be considered sports.
He never allowed our son to have the freedom to choose whatever he wanted to play. Honey, can I talk to you for a second?
What is it?
It's about Tatsuya. Don't you think you've been a little too strict on him?
What makes you say that?
About his schoolwork and about his after-school activities, you can be a little nicer to him.
Huh? That's not necessarily true. You tend to spoil him too much.
Why would you say that? I feel bad for our son. You should be nicer to him, and I worry for him.
What did you just say? Are you telling me that I'm in the wrong? I'm not in the wrong, and I never will be.
Every time I tried to be on our son's side, our conversation kept sidetracking, and we could never have a decent conversation. I was starting to hate my husband for how he was. After that, my son stayed track of his life and was able to get into college.
I'm home.
Welcome home!
Hey, do you even realize what time it is?
It's 11 p.m.
Did you forget your curfew? You're supposed to be home by 9:30 p.m. But you still chose to be late by an hour and a half. What makes you think that is okay?
What are you talking about? I told Mom that I'd be home late today.
It doesn't matter if your mother approves it. I'm the head of this household, and you're not allowed to do anything that I don't approve.
What the heck?
Tatsuya never talked back to my husband when he was younger. Maybe he was afraid of his father. But at that point, he was already a college student. Rather than being afraid of his father, he probably felt that his father was an annoying old man.
How dare you! This is enough! I'm not gonna pay your tuition starting next semester. Do whatever you want.
I never even wanted to attend college. I only went because you told me to.
What are you talking about? You chose to pursue education. Besides, if you quit college, you're only gonna be a high school graduate. You're going to be at the bottom of the hierarchy wherever you go. All it takes is to graduate from a good college and get a well-paying job to live a good life. You're so stupid.
What era are you from? There's no set recipe in making anyone's life a good life.
I ended up having to convince the two of them so our son wouldn't end up quitting college. But my husband and our son never got along after that. That was part of the reason why our son decided to leave this house after he got a full-time job. It's been a few years since he left our house. He got married and he has a child. Now that our child is independent, I thought I was going to be living with our son from now on.
Gainey, I need to talk to you.
Huh? What is it?
We're going to live with my mother from now on.
With your mother? Why? This is quite sudden.
My mother has always been talking to me about this. It's just that things ain't looking too good.
Why is it that it wasn't going too well?
It seemed like she didn't feel comfortable living with you. Although you're a daughter-in-law, you're still a stranger to her.
I guess that can be true.
That's why she's been hesitant about this. But I guess she had different ways to make her decisions. I decided to bring my mother here to live with us.
I see. I understand. That was how my husband and I decided to live with his mother. I honestly felt worried because it had been a long time since I saw her last time. She was already in her 80s, and we might need to take care of her from now on. I guess it's better to be ready for that now than never. I thought about different things that could happen to make sure we were ready to have his mother move into our house, but...
Hey, Gainey, Mom is here.
Oh, hello! Long time no see. How are you? As I greeted her, she looked at me as if she was scanning me from head to toe.
How are you, Kane? You got older.
Yes? She probably had no bad intentions. Maybe she thought it was a funny joke. But I felt that it was quite rude for her to say that to someone she hadn't even seen in a while. I guess there's no point in feeling upset about it, though. Ma'am, would you prefer to have fish for dinner tonight?
Are you looking down on me?
Huh?
I've always loved meat. I'd rather have either steak or cutlet tonight. Also, I want to know how good you are with cooking, so make sure you don't order takeout. You need to cook dinner, okay?
Sure, I understand.
Also, make sure you buy whiskey. I tend to drink a lot, so you can buy one of those bigger bottles.
Okay. I was shocked about this. She's a grandma who's in her 80s and she was asking for steak, cutlet, and whiskey. I never knew she was such a big eater, but I figured that it's easier if she tells me what she wants rather than not telling me. I decided to cook steak dinner for her as she requested. Ma'am, I went ahead and cooked steak as you requested. How does it taste?
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not like it?
Before I even try it, this isn't cooked at the right temperature. I like medium, but look at it. This is clearly well done.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to make you sick by serving you raw food, so I decided to cook it all the way through.
Besides, I can tell this is some cheap meat. You better cook Wagyu starting next time.
Huh? Since my mother-in-law seemed to start to go out of control, I tried my best not to ride along, but that was when my husband...
Do you realize that is a request that your husband's mother is making? You should do what she says. You've always been stingy. Do I really need to be telling you this?
But... it was my husband and his mother that I was talking to. I didn't feel comfortable arguing with them. They ultimately started taking advantage of the fact that I never argued with them. They started to be specific with what kind of vegetables I'd purchase. They told me not to ever use tap water. They were becoming extremely picky with what I do. I don't even know if I'm going to get along with them at all. Neither Toshiro or his mother ever cleans after the dishes when they finish eating. They don't even appreciate the food I cooked. I guess after complaining so much about the food, there's no reason for them to appreciate the fact that I cooked for them at all. I was doing the dishes on my own while the two of them were enjoying TV. Once I was done with the dishes...
Are you finally done with the dishes?
Yes, I am.
I want you to go buy my cigarettes. Mom wants beer too.
Are you telling me to go now?
That's right. The two of us will be showering, so you better buy them while we're gone.
They were demanding me to go buy beer and cigarettes for them, and when I got back... Neither Toshiro or his mother are here. I wonder where they went. That was when I could hear some voices from the shower room.
Oh, it's been such a long time since I took a bath with you, Mom.
Toshiro, how do you feel about living here with just you and I?
That might be an idea. I finally get to live with you again.
Ew! My husband, who's in his 60s, was taking a bath with his mother, who's in her 80s. My husband had always been strict with our family, and I never knew he was so spoiled by his mother. I was honestly grossed out to find out about this. I sat in the living room watching TV until they came out.
Oh, were you home already?
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
You should have told me you were going to come home.
Why do I have to let you know that I was coming home after just buying cigarettes and beer?
I'm the head of this household. If you're gonna talk back, you might as well leave.
Okay. I'm going to take a bath now. Whenever he thought I wasn't watching, he'd be spoiled by his mother while he'd act very strictly on me. This was something that I just couldn't handle even watching. When I thought I was finally going to take a bath... Oh my god! For some reason, there wasn't much water inside the bathtub. The culprits were obvious, but this was completely ridiculous. I decided not to take a bath, but just to take a shower before I went to bed. However...
Oh, Toshi, you silly goose.
My mother-in-law and my husband were having a party with the alcohol I bought earlier. It was already 2 a.m. I never knew if our neighbors might complain about our noise, but I also didn't want to deal with the two of them either. I couldn't sleep. And that was when... someone rang our doorbell. I was expecting Toshiro to get the door, but...
Hey, we've got someone here. Hurry up and get the door. Oh.
Toshiro entered my room all drunk and started raising his voice at me. Why do I have to get the door? Can't you get it? I felt frustrated about the fact that he didn't get the door despite that he was still up.
What did you say? You're my wife. You don't get to act like that. Who do you think you are?
Shut up!
Oh Lord, what was that all about? That's not how you should behave towards the head of the household.
Okay, fine. I'll get the door. I was extremely upset, but wanted to get this over with. I approached the front door and... hello?
I'm sorry to disturb you so late at night. Your neighbors have been complaining about the noise you're making inside the house. Can you please keep it down?
I understand. We're truly sorry to cause you trouble. Our neighbors ended up calling the police on us. I wasn't surprised. They were extremely obnoxious at 2 a.m. I decided to tell Toshiro and his mother about this, but... rather than being quiet, they ended up getting even more excited because they were even drunker than earlier. I decided that I needed to stop them, or else we get in serious trouble. Hey, I need you to cut this out! Do you even realize what time it is? They seem to hate the fact that I scolded them, and...
Shut up! Don't tell me what to do, you old hag!
We're having fun here, and you better not ruin it. We don't need a woman like you in this household. I want you to leave now.
I couldn't believe how they were behaving after they got drunk. Since I had no choice, I decided to take a walk just to get some fresh air. Huh? I suddenly felt dizzy as the whole world was spinning around me.
Ma'am, are you okay? Somebody, help!
Where am I? When I woke up, I was inside a hospital room. The doctor told me something unbelievable at that time. He told me that I had leukemia. Now that I think of it, sometimes my gums started bleeding badly, and sometimes I felt unwell from time to time, since about 6 months ago. I tried calling Toshiro.
Hello?
Oh, honey, I'm actually... After I told Toshiro about what the doctor had just told me, he responded with some unbelievable words.
I see. That's convenient. We can perhaps break up.
Huh?
You've been causing trouble to my mom, and I don't enjoy living with you any longer. Now that you're sick, I guess this is it.
What are you even talking about?
It is what it is. I'll bring over the divorce form, so I just need you to sign it. I'll submit it as soon as I can.
Huh? I don't remember much after that conversation. One thing I knew for sure was that I didn't want to be with such an insincere husband any longer. He was always harsh on me, and I had to suck it up all these years. If he was going to initiate this divorce, I only wanted to take advantage of this opportunity. My husband showed up a week later as he had the divorce form in his hand. As soon as I signed the form, he walked out without even asking how I was doing. What do I do now? I guess I have to overcome this illness first. I decided to focus on fighting my illness from that point on. I guess I had someone who was still willing to help me out, despite that I felt hopeless. And that was my son, Tatsuya. I decided to tell him about my divorce and my illness as soon as I found out, and he offered me to live with his family. Since I had nowhere to go, I decided to take that opportunity. By the way, I've been discharged from the hospital and I've been recovering at home. I didn't have to deal with my husband or his mother. I was no longer stressed out, and that was when...
I knew she was here.
Toshiro decided to visit my son's house. Oh my goodness, why are you here?
Something terrible has happened. My mother. She won't be living too long. And now, she's gonna be spending the rest of the time at my house. And Kanai, I need you to help out.
I felt furious about the fact that my husband thought he could still order me around the way he wanted. Huh? Who do you think you're talking to? Why don't you hire a housekeeper or something? Oh my goodness! My ex-husband pushed me over. That hurts. And that was when...
I'm arresting you for an assault! You better cut this out!
Tetsuya, what do you think you're doing?
Don't even call me by that name!
Tatsuya was actually now a police officer. I'm so proud of him. My husband was taken away right there and then. Tatsuya, thank you.
It's fine, Mom. Are you okay? Did he hurt you?
I'm okay. I overheard later on that my mother-in-law had a large debt while Toshiro was her co-signer. Since she also never billed her social security, Toshiro had no choice but to have her recover at home because they couldn't afford to have her treated at a hospital. He thought he could make use of me, and that's why he tried to take me back home, and that was when he got arrested. He lost his job, and he won't be getting retirement pay either. If only my mother-in-law was being taken care of at the hospital, she may have lived longer. But she ultimately lost her life because of their financial situation. I started to feel a little sorry for the two of them. Just so I won't end up being like them, I'm going to do what it takes to take care of myself. That was what I took away from that marriage.